story time.
Let's review safety protocols when working with animals. Now, especially you, Johnny. Now, remember these wolves we are using today for this scene, although trained for movie and TV work, still have the potential to be dangerous, especially when approached by anyone other than the animal trainer. Keep your distance, please. We don't need a real wolf attack injuring someone. Actors. Places. Wait. Where are the wolves? Where is Ruby?
That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Oh, looky there. Who's the good boy? Who's the good boy? Oh, want another treat? Oh, my. Look at those pretty teeth.
Oh, for gosh sakes,
boy,
Ruby,
boy.
get away from those wolves. This isn't puppy dog playtime. Are those treats you're giving them? Help! Get the animal trainer! Help! Help! Come on, let's all get out of here! Help!
Every step we take, we bring a lot of hate. What a match we both shall make with all our greedy hate. And all we do is roar.
Good morning, travelers. You're listening to WRUBY Radio, and it's going to be another sunshiny day. I hope you brought your hiking boots and plenty of water. You are in for a treat while you hike our many trails just off Highway 64. The trees are changing color, and it's a spectacular sight to see. If you are traveling west on Highway 64, be sure to be on the lookout for the no trespassing signs just recently posted by a not-so-friendly local. Apparently he doesn't want to share the beauty with others. Well, that's okay. There's plenty of beautiful country for all of us. I'm your host, Happy Bob. Now let's get back to the music here on WRUBY Radio.
Ah, this seems like the perfect spot to park my camper for the day. Let me just pull on in here and set up camp. I am just so thirsty for some of my lemonade back in the fridge. And I could really use a little nap before I continue driving. Oh, my back is really sore from all of that driving. Whoa! You scared the living daylights out of me. Didn't your mother ever teach you not to sneak up on people like that?
Excuse me, miss. I didn't mean to startle you.
Well, you did. You sure did.
You can't park your camper here.
I beg your pardon? Why not? I'm thirsty. I'm a little tired. And I thought I would set up a nice camping spot right here around these beautiful trees and fields of flowers.
Can you read?
What kind of a question is that? Of course I can read. My name is Ruby from Ruby's Storytime. I have thousands of books in my library back home. Why, I read every day. One of my favorite books is the one on the 10th shelf. No, I take that back. The 28th shelf. Wait, I think it's the 44th shelf. Or maybe oh, my mind is wandering. Let's get back to your question. Yes, I can read.
Then why didn't you read the sign when you pulled in here? Do not trespass.
Well, paint me green and call me a pickle. I must have been so amazed with all the beautiful scenery that I didn't see the sign. I do apologize.
All of this land belongs to me. No one else. Now you can just get right back in your little blue car, pull in that little blue camper, and be on your way. I don't care if you are tired and thirsty. Now go!
Mr. Tallman, you are quite selfish. You remind me of a story I read a long, long time ago about a grumpy old giant that never wanted to share his beautiful garden with anyone, not even precious children that passed him by.
This is my land, and my trees, my flowers, and my road.
I have an idea. Why don't you let me park here for just a few hours so I can rest up a bit before I go? I can offer you a cold glass of lemonade, and I will even tell you a story.
Well, I am a little thirsty, and I do love stories. Okay, you got yourself a deal.
Are you ready, friends? Are you ready, Mr. Tallman? Let's begin. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful place not too far away from an old-fashioned schoolhouse. Every day, as soon as the school bell rang, the children would rush outside and run towards the trees. Oh, the fields of flowers, the green meadows, the soft green grass were running back and forth, and the trees. So many big, beautiful trees, especially the peach trees. In the spring, the peach tree produced the most beautiful blossoms, and in the fall, the peach tree produced peaches. I don't know about you, but I love peaches. My mother always made me the best peach cobbler. Why, I would have peach cobbler for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do you have a favorite fruit? Ah, yes, I love that too. Anywho, it was a lovely garden. Birds flying all around, the sun beaming down gently on the children's faces as they laughed and played games. Times were good. The children were happy. Until one day, oh, I hate to tell you this, Mr. Tallman, but this is where you come in. This beautiful paradise garden had actually belonged to a grumpy old giant, but he hadn't been to the garden for 7 years, as he was off visiting another selfish, grumpy old friend. It was a sad day indeed when the giant returned to his garden. He was so grumpy that when he walked through the garden, the flowers actually cried. Every step you take, you bring a lot of hate. We used to sing so happily until you came along. Now all we do is cry, cry, cry.
This is my garden, my flowers, my grass, my trees, and my peach cobbler. I won't allow anyone in my garden. In fact, I'm going to build a great big fence around my property, and I'm going to hammer up signs that say, "No trespassing. Giant will eat you."
As I said, this grumpy old giant was very, very selfish. The poor little children now had nowhere to play. Oh, they tried to play on the dirt road, but the road was very dusty and full of hard stones. They used to run and laugh in the field of flowers, gathering peaches from the trees and playing games in the meadow. Not anymore, thanks to that big selfish giant. The giant just roared about in the garden all day long, stomping through the flowers, kicking over the beautiful peach blossom trees, and screaming at the little birds to stop their irritating singing. Poor little birds. Every step you take, you bring a lot of hate. We used to sing so happily until you came along. Now all we do is cry, cry, cry. And with that, Mother Nature decided this selfish, grumpy giant needed to learn a valuable lesson.
Would you happen to have any more of that cold lemonade? And while you're at it, what about a snack?
All right, Mr. Tallman. I would be happy to share my lemonade and peach cobbler with you. You might want to listen very carefully to the rest of the story. This is where you can start to change your grumpy, selfish ways. Mother Nature grew angry at the grumpy, selfish giant and let out lightning and thunder from the sky. She spit out 3 days of constant rain and told the sun to take a much-needed nap. She stripped the peach trees of their beautiful pink blossoms and buried the flowers in the ground. Nothing was left but cold darkness, brown tree branches, and not a single bird could be heard singing. However, there was a noise getting louder and louder. It was the sound of hungry, evil, sharp-toothed, red-eyed wolves.
Every step we take, we bring a lot of hate. What a match we both shall make with all our greedy hate. And all we do is roar.
For 10 days and 10 nights, the garden remained dark. The wolves became hungrier and hungrier as there was no food to be seen. The wolves had an evil plan to attack the giant and eat him up.
Every step we take, we bring a lot of hate. What a match we both shall make with all our greedy hate. And all we do is roar.
The giant ran as fast as he could, stomping through the dark garden. Oh, the giant was getting out of breath, and he was outnumbered. There must have been 10 wolves surrounding him. All he could see was red eyes and sharp, snarling teeth. The giant was scared, when suddenly a flickering light appeared in front of the giant's eyes.
Look at me and listen. The land is now dark and scary. Even the trees have started to fall. Yes, you are a great big giant, but your heart is very small. If you take away children's laughter, stomp on dreams of beautiful flowers, you will see there will only be a very dark tomorrow.
What must I do? I don't want this at all. I do not want a land of constant nightfall.
All you must do is tell yourself to do better. Be a friend to all. Smile and treat others with kindness. Even the land, flowers, trees, and birds all want to be loved, something we all deserve.
And with that, the giant's heart began to grow. He fell to his knees and cried. He shouted to the sun,
Please, forgive me. I will do better.
and the sun started to rise. He shouted to the trees,
Please, forgive me. I will be better.
and the trees started to blossom the most beautiful pink colors. A giant shout to the flowers,
Please, forgive me. I am so sorry.
The flowers bloomed again and smiled and showed their colors.
Little birds, please. You can chirp all you want.
The birds started singing a wonderful little song.
Most importantly, to the children. When I stole your laughter, please forgive me. My heart has changed, and now I know better.
Children could be seen running and laughing and playing in the giant's garden every day after school. And from that moment on, the giant never was selfish again. Whoa! What a story! So, Mr. Tallman, did you like that story?
Yes, I did. Thank you, Ruby, for sharing this story with me. I'm gonna do better. You just watch and see. Feel free to stay here on my property. I would be happy to have you here as long as you would like to be.
Ah, that is so sweet of you, Mr. Tallman. Thank you very much for your kindness. I think after this glass of cold lemonade and a rest here with you, I'll be on my way home now. My job here is through.
I'm your host, Happy Bob, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
It's me, Ruby, from Ruby Storytime. And I'm happy to report that those no trespassing signs off of Highway 24 have now been removed.
Wait a minute, isn't that the land owned by that grumpy old Mr. Tallman?
It sure is, but guess what? He's no longer grumpy. His heart has changed. And now, instead of those no trespassing signs, he's posted up a sign saying free peach picking off of any of my trees every Sunday.
It's always a real treat when you call in, Ruby. Thanks for the report. Now you all have a spectacular day. I'm your host, Happy Bob, and I want to encourage you to be happy too.
Okay, Oh, here? Okay, does my hair look okay? Over here? What angle do you want? Oh, okay, right here. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Tallman. You seem to have a blob of food on the edge of your mouth there. Oh, no. Other side. There you go. Oh. Did you have to go and ruin my boots? Brown tree branches, and not a single bird could be heard. Okay, guys, that's real funny. Can we stop with the pranks already? This is a serious scene. And, well, I'm a serious actress.
This is Director Sean. Get me wardrobe now. This is Sean. I'm going to need new pants and shirt and while you're at it, a change of underwear.